What is happening in Ondo State, for crying out loud? Exclusive power tussle as SSG, Princess Odu, had a shouting match on with Governor Aiyedatiwa. Well, since the passing of late Governor Rotimi Akeredolu seemed not to be going down well in the governance of the state of Ondo. Thank you very much for joining us. This is Serious Matters here at Onif TV. Please do share videos or drop a comment, make them simple and civil. Let's travel down to Ondo State and see what's happening. No, there seem to be a lot of issues on that side. Well, power tussle in Ondo State as SSG, Princess Odu, had shouting match with Governor Aiyedatiwa during a cabinet meeting, claims to have Tinubu's backing. Well, the secretary to the Ondo State Government, Princess Oladunni Odu, on Monday engaged in a shouting match with Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa during a cabinet meeting to discuss the burial of the former governor Rotimi Akeredolu. Sahara reporters, credit to Sahara reporters, learned that the power tussle between the two came to a head when Odu repeatedly threatened Governor Aiyedatiwa that she had President Bola Tinubu's backing and that they could throw the governor out of office. Well, there were earlier reports that the Ondo State Government fixed February 23rd and 24th for the burial of the late Governor Akeredolu. Governor Aiyedatiwa had fixed the dates on Monday after a state cabinet meeting, with which, we did not go without ripples over the omission of certain names from the burial planning committee. Well, there were also reports that the SSG Odu filmed as her name was not included in the committee for the burial of the late former governor. Insiders at the meeting told us that the secretary to the Ondo State Governor Odu engaged in a shouting match with Governor Aiyedatiwa. Odu was one of those who held the state to ransom before Governor Akeredolu died. You know, she threatened the governor, Aiyedatiwa, that he would see the consequences if he threw her out of his office. In other words, she has come to that point where she feels that she has the backing of the president to do whatever she likes. In fact, I understand that she also has a high on the seat of governor in Ondo State. Well, the secretary who Tinubu ordered Aiyedatiwa to retain came barreling down on the governor, during a meeting yesterday, using Akeredolu and as his family to perpetrate scams while deny Aiyedatiwa the right to breathe when then as an acting governor, his source said they did not allow that guy to breathe. I was in Ondo State, at a point, and I was hearing all sort of things, how they denied him every right, even as deputy, when he was supposed to be, representing his boss at the office and all of that. He was denied all rights that belongs to him, what he was supposed to be paid and everything. He was denied everything. So one continues to wonder, what is really happening? What's really happening? For how long do we want to continue, like this? What's all this issue with power tussle? And to think of it that, women need to be very, very careful. And this is just, I stand to be corrected. You see, when people are not put where they belong. And I don't think the seat of an SSG is too much a seat for a woman. Even the seat of a deputy governor, even the seat of a governor. But when pride and power gets into the head, we've had, Liberia had, a woman as a president. So what is the problem? What's the problem? Why would somebody now? So the office of the Ondo State Governor has become so diminished, so powerless that an SSG would talk to the governor anyhow, saying that she has the backing of the president. Sincerely speaking, what is really happening in Ondo State? What is really happening in Ondo State? I can imagine how much atrocities they have perpetrated while that man, the late governor, was healing, while he was still sick. I can imagine how much evil they have perpetrated. How much, resources had been taken out of that state and all of that. For how long do we want to do this? I thought it's supposed to be a government for the people. How come it has now become a government by the people, I mean by some people, you know, for some people? Well, that's why we're here. She told the governor that he is an imposter. That was, you know, a statement by the SSG, and can't do anything to her because President Tinubu is behind her to check him. She has the backing of President Tinubu to be rude. Is that what it means? Tinubu now backs being rude, now backs the, you know, the SSG to be rude. I want you to be free to drop your comment, make them simple and civil. I will not go into burial issues. Of course, you already had that date. I don't know if all this tussle will cause a change in the dates of the burial of our late Governor Rotimi Akeredolu. However, you know, people are still grieving, you know, families and loved ones, you know, are still grieving, can't, you know, they get on with the fact that their benefactor to so many is passed on. What some persons are saying that probably because elections are around the corner, and then there have been a lot of doubts from all the comments I've been saying here. There are lots of doubts as to whether the governor, the sitting governor, will get the ticket of the APC in the coming election. Well, let's see how things you know, pan out. Well, somebody said that that woman has been in Ondo State politics since I was in primary school. Well, if there's always a beginning and an end, and that's the truth. I mean, somebody just died now. He didn't even finish his tenure. So what are we talking about? Why should we, you know, deceive ourselves by thinking that we are holding on to something when we are actually holding on to nothing? Why should we deceive ourselves? Why should we deceive ourselves and give the person that owns everything, the one who owns the whole earth, and he decides who is in position per time? Where are the people that were there yesterday? I just wonder why people don't have deep thoughts. I do deep thinking. So it leads me to deep thinking. Deep thinking leads to deep thinking. Being thankful. And of course, being humbled. Several, you know, so in fact, somebody said Aiyedatiwa should sack the woman unless he has a guaranteed ticket promised from Tinubu. Then this other one, social justice, said, what is he still doing with his predecessor's executive team around him? Those people will never respect him, no matter what he does. Sack everybody in the executive to permanent secretaries. Let directors take over ministries until new permanent secretaries and commissioners are appointed. You know, that is coming from somebody, and I think, well, these people, these are opinions that are making the round at the moment. Well, the other city of politicians, no grief for anybody this year. That's the, you know. Well, thank you very much. This is still Serious Matters here at Onif TV. Please don't forget to share our videos or drop a comment, make them simple and civil. Aiyedatiwa seemed to be in the hot seat. Odu seemed to be doing what she knows how to do best, but then we'll see how this all pans out at the end of the day. Thank you very much for watching once again. Don't forget to share our videos or drop a comment, make them simple and civil. My name is Oladunni Odu. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.